like the sound of that. That's what the Taxpayer Association's all about. I just found out we have to be out of here tonight by 10 o'clock. So I'd like to get the main speaker up here right now. He's agreed to give us an hour presentation and then open it up for questions. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mark Koernke.
Okay, good evening. Bob, are you available? Sir, would you please retire the colors that are standing in the room? Thank you. First of all, my name is Mark Koernke, K-O-E-R-N-K-E. It is the 16th of November. Do I have the date right? 1993. One day closer to victory and driving the foreign forces that are occupying our land from the United States. We will win. First of all, I'd like to explain the fact that I requested the flag that was sitting at the front of this room retired. The flag that you were seeing before you was an Admiralty flag. We are constitutionalists here. Any room in which the gold flag is flying is under British Admiralty law, not under U.S. constitutional law. If you're not familiar with it nor believe that those formalities are important, then you should be able to donate a flag of proper configuration to this room. As a constitutionalist, we believe in the original form of government of the United States, Constitution, Bill of Rights, and that it be implemented and constantly adhered to. Now, a few questions I'd like to ask, because of course we always start out with interesting props to kind of get you awake first thing in a meeting like this. How many of you have your liberty teeth? How many possess them? As Jefferson said, your liberty teeth, the firearms and the capability to use them, the knowledge and the will to do so. Now, a lot of you, let's see those hands again, would say that these are liberty teeth. This is Automat Kalashnikov, AK-47. However, I brought another one along tonight. You know, remember that Kicks box I showed you in one of the other meetings? I got a much better one here. Now, I did some basic math the other day, not New World Order math, and I found that using the old-style math, you can get about 4 politicians for 120 foot of rope. By the way, DuPont made this very fitting that one of the New World Order crowd should provide us with the resources to liberate our nation. It is 7/16 3-strand green line, 120 foot, normally used for rappelling. Remember, whenever using this stuff, always try and find a willow tree. The entertainment will last longer. Why do I say use that? Well, I have a little thing here that everybody should start to possess and carry with them at all times. And at every meeting I demand that you do so, if at all possible. Find one, make one, photocopy one. That's right. How many have it here? Whoa, see? Now, in our last meeting, or the last meeting that I spoke at, and I will read this again, for yet another one will be violated shortly. He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance. He has kept among us in times of peace standing armies without the consent of the legislatures. He is affected to render the military independent of and superior to the civil power, the New World Order Police, and the National Police Force. He has combined with others to subject us to a jurisdiction foreign to our Constitution and unacknowledged by our laws, giving his assent to their acts of pretended legislation. And if you do not think that that is not happening right now, I suggest you spend 2 hours with C-SPAN or CNN. I suggest you listen to the enemy now, for they are gloating at the possibility of sinking their claws into the corpse that was America. For quartering large bodies of armed troops among us, and the use of them, Waco, Texas, Ruby Creek, and a variety of other places that we may not even know of yet. This applies because you just saw it. For protecting them by a mock trial from punishment for any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of these states. You need only watch the hearings, the mock hearings concerning the attacks on Waco. For imposing taxes on us without our consent. Anybody here in favor of the last tax? I don't see any hands. For depriving us, in many cases, of the benefits of trial by jury. Why the flag was retired here? British Admiralty law. You are guilty until proven innocent. Forfeiture and seizure laws, as they exist and are being used today, are in direct violation of the Constitution of the United States. For transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses. People, if you do not understand the New World Order and the World Court, you shall soon learn. And if you think you are going to be tried by, quote-unquote, your peers, well, in the UN's eyes, you will be. Somebody who may not even speak English. For taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable laws, and altering fundamentally the forms of our government. NAFTA, you better read it. The New World Order, absolutely. He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, burnt our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people. If the New World Order takes charge, that is but an epitaph. What am I reading from? Declaration of Independence, 4th of July, 1776. Your enemies are versed well in your demise. They will slap you in the face constantly. And in fact, if you'll notice, what I am doing here is they are going to systematically take your Constitution, your Bill of Rights, I'd even start on this page, your Declaration of Independence, and turn it upside down. Why? Because the people that you are facing, we have been fighting for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Once our enemy succeeds, those who are controlling the New World Order, they will bring in socialism. As Orwell said, the boot on the face of humanity forever. But that won't last forever. Your real enemies are the monarchists and the people of title and nobility, whom we broke away from when we wrote this document. House of Windsor, House Rothschild, Habsburg, the new Rockefellers. There is a long, long list. That's why I have a lot of long rope. Might have to get a longer one. They'll probably wear this one out. You're right. That's why DuPont made a lot more, and then we'll go to the constitutional material, hemp. Okay? Now, have they been successful? Yes, for we have been asleep. Will they win? We shall grind them into the earth before they grind us into dust. The punishment for the actions that they have committed is high treason. Treachery most foul. Acts against our people that the founding fathers thought were so horrendous that they wrote down for posterity, so that not only their enemy would